Yeah, hi. My name is Case, and I'm an alcoholic. This is my story on my journey on my alcoholism. For me, my journey on alcoholism started about 10 years ago. Um, my recovery was based back then on going to treatment centers. Unfortunately, I never went to treatment for myself, it was always for people around me, whether it be work or relationship or family. Um, Therefore, those treatment centers were unsuccessful. They did, however, give me the tools in learning and teaching me about the program of AA and the 12 steps. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't ready to quit drinking back then, around 2012, 2013. I had done 2 stays at Cascade Behavioral and 2 stays at Lakeside Milam treatment centers, and they just never stuck with me. I would get out and I wouldn't follow the program that was laid out for me that I knew for recovery. And it would be, anywhere from 6 months to a year of staying as a dry drunk, white knuckling it, before I would inevitably relapse. For me, a relapse would usually consist of going out on a bender from anywhere from 3 to 10 days, ostracizing my family and causing a ton of wreckage. It would be pretty devastating to the people around me as well as to myself. I was fortunate enough, my employer was someone that was in the program and always sought to help me in my recovery. But being the alcoholic that I am, I used that to my advantage and took advantage of the situation to be able to go to a treatment center or fake trying to get sober to maintain my position of employment. The same would go for my family. I had a wife and 2 kids, but because of this illness, I pushed them away and ostracized my family as a whole. It wasn't until, uh, let's see, June 8th of 2020 when I finally came to the realization that, I'm going to potentially hurt somebody else or die myself if I continue along this path of alcoholism. So I was went out on a bender and it was very bad. I've always had a hard time coming off of alcohol. If anybody knows what it's like to withdraw, it's a very horrible experience. I was fortunate enough to reach out to a fellow alcoholic, and she gave me a place to stay for a while and introduced me to my now sponsor, um, and got me going to meetings and started working a program in in AA. And to be honest with you, it saved my life. I was able to work the 12 steps with my sponsor, get service positions. I attended, maybe 124 meetings in 90 days, which was awesome. Continued to maintain going to a meeting a day for a long period of time. Through working the 12 steps, I felt much more enlightened. Felt I discovered about who I was as a person. Um, Learned to actually like and care about myself, which I found huge in a day-to-day life. And unfortunately, um, you know, I ended up putting something in front of my recovery, which I don't recommend doing. And it unfortunately led to another relapse. Even after working this program and doing everything I was supposed to do and knew to do and actually being happy for once, I let somebody back into my life that I shouldn't have as far as a relationship goes. And I ended up putting that person in front of my recovery and slowly started dwindling on my responsibilities to my recovery. I quit going to meetings. I slowly quit talking to my sponsor and quit being accountable for these things that I knew I needed to do uh, to to maintain my sobriety. And it led back to depression, anxiety, things that I had gotten away from. And of course, this relationship ended up falling apart. Uh, and without that core support group that I once had, that I had let go of, I made the conscious choice to go back out again and drink, which I don't recommend to anybody. Um, I've found my way back to AA again, and I just can't stress enough how much it has helped me uh, as a human being, just to better myself, to prove to the people around me that I can be responsible and accountable for myself, let alone anything else that I feel like I can step up to the plate to. Um, Service has been a massive part for me, whether it's in my home group or coming down to intergroup and doing service. Talking with other alcoholics is massive. It's great to be involved with this program and the people in it. You really get to learn a lot about yourself and who you are. And I feel like I'm happy with myself again. I'm happy where I'm at in life, and I can say that that's all thanks to the program of AA, finding a higher power, um, letting go and letting God, working the 12 steps, helping somebody else through the 12 steps, having a sponsor, someone that you can call and rely on, and is trustworthy enough for you to be there for you no matter what. It's a great feeling. And this whole program is very wonderful. And that's really about all I have. Um, so thank you